Hey everyone, this is Proof Negative here. Just want to let you know about what's happening on my show tonight on Freedomizer Radio. Of course, that's freedomizerradio.com. My show runs 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern. That's 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on the West Coast. Joining me tonight in my second hour, we're going to have Dr. Prepper. We're going to talk about preps, things of that nature. And in my first hour, we're going to have Robert Scott Bell on. We're going to discuss with Robert Scott Bell about this Barry healthcare ruling that the Supreme Court upheld 5-4. And I've had liberals today so far railing me because they know I don't care for this particular bill. I don't see personally how we're being taxed with representation. The Supreme Court said the way that this healthcare system can be legalized or constitutional, if you will, is if it's passed as a tax. And the government has a right to tax whatever they want to tax according to the Supreme Court. So with that in mind, I did want to share some of my viewpoints here as far as why I am not into this particular healthcare bill. Some of you may not know, but the IRS is now going to be responsible for making sure everyone has health care. So the IRS can fine you, arrest you. The IRS can strip your passport away if you owe taxes. And this health care bill is definitely considered a tax. That's how it's worded. I know when they debated it that they told you it was not a tax, but the Supreme Court, look up on the Drudge Report right now, look up any mainstream news article, they'll tell you that Supreme Court Roberts today said that since this is considered a tax, that it's constitutional. He'll tell you himself, he's the Supreme Court, he made the decision. And if it didn't pass, I'm sure they would have went by executive order anyway, so it really didn't matter. But anyway, some of the reasons other than the IRS being responsible, and by the way, if you are here in the United States on a vacation or a vacation permanently and you have no proof of citizenship, you will receive free health care. They don't expect you to pay for it since you don't live here. That's the generosity of the health care bill. And yes, there are death panels. There will be people that will decide if you get a surgery or not, and they will base your age, your political correctness, if you will, your weight. You can't get hip surgery if your body mass index is over 25%. Just giving an example. They figure it's not worth it. Remember last year there was a 22-year-old guy in England, had liver cancer. They said he drank too much, and he does not get a new liver. He said he was drinking since he was 15 till he was 21. 22 years old, he dies of liver cancer because that's how the healthcare system works. So all those food bans you see out there, that's going to become more mainstream as well. When you have cities like Cambridge, Massachusetts, and New York trying to decide whether or not you should be allowed to have soda, hey, that's going to become more common now. I don't know how you're going to prove to people that when you order a pizza that you have a family of 4 and you're only having 2 slices instead of just eating it yourself. You're going to have to prove that. Also, I want to implore everyone out there to figure out what Class 2 and Class 3 implantable devices are. I've had liberals today tell me that there's no such thing as a Class 2 or Class 3 in the bill. I would kindly say to read pages 1,000 through roughly 1,010. It could be a little past that, but I'm just giving an example here. I'm just doing a YouTube video right now. I'm not going to find the exact wording and show it to everybody right now, but it's roughly page 1,000 for those who are interested in checking this out. Now, one of the other things as well I did want to mention on the healthcare bill, you will be required to be up to date on 100% of your vaccines. So, as far as exemptions go, religious reasons, no such. you get stabbed in the neck, they can't operate on you until you make sure that you had your vaccine to make sure that you're not allergic to grass. Not kidding. They do have vaccines for that coming up. You'll have every vaccine possible. So if you want food bans, if you want health care that is not free, one of the things that's listed here that children will not have the pre-exempting condition law, which means that they don't have to be covered if they have a pre-existing condition. And not only is this not free, like some people are selling it as, your premiums are going to go up because now they're required. So you're not required to buy food or water or anything like that. Your main purpose in life now is to make sure that you pay for your health care. All right, I've said enough here. I'm going to say a lot more tonight on freedomizerradio.com. So please catch us there with Robert Scott Bell and Dr. Prepper.